Hi everyone, Julian here. So this is a quick explainer video to basically share with you the answer to the most common question that I receive privately, which is how do we support the statement that our drop-in surge tank module, which is designed to fit into an OEM fuel tank, eliminates the need for an external surge tank. So the way that we do that is through two unique, distinct yet interdependent engineering design elements. The first is the active valve system. So we have a series of 4 valves located at the base of the fuel pump module, and then the most critical second element is the Venturi pump, which is directly integrated into the return line or the return pot of the surge tank module. So using the simplest explanation, the valves allow fuel to fill or replenish or move into the surge tank module when the valves are open through the valves here. When load is applied or the surge tank is full, those valves would then close, trapping the fuel. So what happens when the fuel tank levels are at this point? Then naturally the valves can only allow this amount of fuel to match the surrounding fuel tank level. And what happens to this area here? How do we fill up this? Well, that's when the Venturi pump comes into play. So I'll move across here. So let me draw a scenario. Let's say the fuel tank level is just here, very low. Let's say that represents 3 or 5% fuel tank capacity. The valves have allowed this much fuel into the module. This pink line represents the returning fuel. So naturally, there will be a certain amount of fuel that's not being consumed under demand. And let's say that fuel's only this amount. So we still have this amount of volume within the surge tank module to fill. So that's when the Venturi pump comes into play. So let's say the Venturi pump is here. Pickup for the vacuum is located here. So and what will naturally happen is all of the fuel here, so long as there is contact with this point here, the fluid will be drawn into the surge tank module as a result of the vacuum generated. So how does the Venturi pump generate vacuum? As that returning fuel passes through a constricted area here, which is the throat of the Venturi, in order to maintain the mass flow rate of that fuel, the kinetic energy increases. As that kinetic energy increases, then that results in a static pressure drop. That static pressure drop then results in vacuum being generated. So that is how that fuel is drawn from this area into the module.